Hello everyone, welcome to my corner of the world. Now today I need to make a card for my 1-year-old great niece. She turns 1 in a few weeks time, and so I thought I'd switch my camera on and I'd work through my ideas. So I've chosen this, which is kind of a nice pale sort of mauvey lavender, and I'm going to do a square card. I'm kind of into them at the moment. And this one measures 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So 5 3/4, 11.5 scored at 5 3/4. And then I got 2 pieces of white card, like 5.5 square, one inside for my To You Love From Me and one for the outside. So I struggle with making cards for children, just like I do with cards for fellas. And so I was trying to think what to do, and I was looking and I came across my dies. And I had this set of star dies, which are really, really, really so old. But I've had them in my stash, and I think, well, I use stars. Why not? She is a little star. So that is where my starting point is. And so I'm going to cut some stars. And I'm going to use some of the paper, that the same colour cardstock. Let's see, I'm just going to trim a bit off because it's not going to go through otherwise. So we'll do that. And, oh, she's going to be one. So let's stick that one in there as well. And we'll do those 2. So let's just get those cut. So you could, if you're not into making square cards, or if you're like in the States, where I know with that you have to pay extra postage for square cards, you could do this just as easily using a half a sheet of A4 or half sheet of letter, and it will work just as well. You just have a slightly different layout. So let's just lay these down a little bit. Careful. I got some sticky tape here to stop them from moving. There we go. And we'll get those done. So we're going to end up with 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 stars. I don't know if I'm going to use all these stars, but I figured if I cut them all out at the same time, then that would sort of save a bit of time. So this is my last star. So that will give me 4 stars. And it also went through my mind that if I embossed these, they'd be a little bit prettier. So we're going to emboss them. So we just put that out the way. So there's that one. We'll put this out the way. I'll try and make sure that I don't lose any of these pieces. That's the only trouble when you've got lots of little pieces. You can lose them. Right. Now then, we're going to use a really dainty, pretty little floral embossing folder. They look like daisies to me. And I just want to make sure that we put them in the right way. Yeah, because I want them to be embossed, so I want it to be raised up on the front surface. So let's put them in that way. Ooh, and just crank it through. Now that's that bit done. And we'll do the last two. There. And then we can start thinking about what we're going to do next. So I don't have much in the way of stamps for children, which is probably why I struggle to make cards for children, is I just don't have the ideas, so, or the starting point for ideas. So I went through my stamp sets and I came up with this one, Biggest Wish. And I thought, well, let's have a think about doing that. So I've loaded up a happy birthday and a birthday and a happy. And we'll get ourselves a little bit of ink here. And I'm going to lay down the birthday bit first. Let's do that. That's my first thought. And then I'm going to randomly stamp happy all over. Oh, I'm going to have to hide that bit. That is not a good happy. Where's a bit of paper that I can stamp onto here? Oh well, I'll wash this. I'm going to get the ink off a bit. There we go. And we do a happy, and we'll put a happy there, and I'm just going to randomly put these down to see if I've got enough in there, and I haven't really. So we're going to stick one so it pokes out, and we're going to pop one there. I think that's, and then I have this little star stamp. So I'm going to just fill in a little bit of my gap with the stars, just to kind of pick up on the star theme. And I think I'll probably be covering up most of these. So let's just close that up. Got our card base. And so I'm thinking if we did like one here and one like that, and then another one here, and then we could cover up my little boo-boo here. Well, I didn't quite get enough ink on the stamp, and I can then perhaps pop a star up there with my number 1 on it. So that's what we're thinking. So let's get committed and get some. It don't want to work. We'll use a different one. We can do that. We have, she says. Let's see. Oh, it's coming. I was going to say, let's not have a malfunction just on adhesive. That's daft. So the other thing that I have to consider is that with this going in the mail, it can't be too thick. And as my niece and great niece and her family live overseas, I want to make sure that it's not too thick, and therefore I have to pay extra postage, because believe you me, boy is it expensive to do international postage these days. But while electronic cards are nice and probably more cost effective, they don't look the same because you can't put it on the mantel shelf. So I just feel that, you know, sending something tangible, little card. So we stick that there. Let's see, we have a little bit of and that one has definitely got to go like that. That's my little bit of lay. That's what we've got to do. So we're going to focus on the little thingy that's not quite as it should be. There we go. So those are my main ones. And so I've got my number one. I left it here so that I wouldn't lose it, because that would not be the first time that that happened. So we're just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back here. And like that. And I'm just going to let that dry for a minute, because it might be difficult, because that is foil and it doesn't absorb quite so well. Now we're going to do the inside. So I found this little stamp. It's just the cutest. It says big hugs, and you know, that's exactly what a great auntie should send, is big hugs. So we're going to pop that in the corner. We're not going to freak out about it being centered and level. We're just going to pop it in the corner. We're going to add some of those little stars. I managed to get an overstamp, so let's rethink that, Sind. Got a bit of a halo, and so that's why there's two sides to a piece of card, because you can always go back and stamp the other side. So there's some little stars, and maybe I'll just put a few up in that corner as well. There we go. And somewhere, just somewhere, I did have an envelope, and here it is. There's my envelope. So we're just going to stick some stars like that. There we go. We're going to finalize by popping this inside. Oh, I'm really liking this for an idea that I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. Kind of had an idea, but you know, sometimes ideas don't really work out, but this one I think has. Now then, let's try it through my little gauge. Okay, I think we're good, but I won't be able to put a ribbon on it, and I'm not sure I'll be able to put this. Maybe I'll just pop it on a double-sided sticky pad, because at least that will squash. That will squash. And I'm just going to add a few rhinestones, I think, because well, you know, a girl likes a bit of sparkle. Well, this girl does anyway. So we'll just dot a few. Where we've got an empty space, and there we are, done. Okay, well, I do hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, perhaps you'll just go ahead, give me a little thumbs up. I'd certainly appreciate that. Any comments you'd like to make, I would love to read them. So thank you very much for choosing to spend some time with me today. As I say, I really do appreciate your time, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye for now.